And somebody called me again. I got my data leaked because I be on that YouTube converter. I be downloading my music. And I had opened up that postmail too. I was trying to get my Yeezy pods, and I thought they were talking about them all the time. They done took my Johnson, man. Son. I ain't finna tell you if I got them or not. Leave it alone. For I will reestablish my covenant with you. I give them to you as that ain't funny. I give them to you as daughters, but not by reason of your covenant. You feel what I'm saying? So your covenant is to go in them woods and really learn how to live off the woods. First, you gotta go through hardship. You're not for to just go in the woods and be like, "Come here, bird, show me the berries. Come here, bear, show me the honey. Come here, beetles, show me the other grubs." And you supposed to live a perfect life. Nah, you gotta go scrape your knee. Hey, what plant gonna help me? Ah, this one sting. I ain't gonna use that one. Oh, where's some water at? This junk burn too bad. Let me find this water. Wash it off real quick. You know what I'm saying? Which leaf can help me? Oh, this dirt right here. That bear just got out the mud and kept walking and look happy too. Should I try this mud? Let me watch this bear for a little bit. It might go to some water too. I'm gonna have to let this burn for a little bit. I might have to let my knee burn for just a little bit, just to see what deeper meaning can be in this. You know? You gotta go through the thick of things. You gotta go through the depths. You gotta go through the hardship of things, no matter what it is. Even the most perfect being in the whole entire universe gotta go through some hardship just to see what type of movement actually going on. And then when he found the water, the bear found the water, got in the water, and like, oh, I gotta put mud on it first. I gotta take a walk, then put some water on it. Oh, the bear moving water. Every time it move water, it splash on the rocks. First the rocks was dry. Now I splash the rocks on it. Now they wet. I wonder. So if I move water like this and it splash on something that's stable, it stays in one place. How is the rocks wet and they not even moving? I mean, I gotta go and put water on certain things. I got like your enlightenment. You gotta put your enlightenment on certain things so it can glow. But if you don't put your enlightenment on certain things, it's not gonna glow. You must shake yourself onto some dry rocks just to see. Look, let me see if they get wet real quick. Let me see what actually is gonna happen to this thing that is just stuck in one place. And now look, they grounded to wanting to know the word, but they mind not in the right place. If I go and get them the right, you feel me? I go and heal they touch from the dry touch. If I heal it with water real quick, just put a little bit of water on top. It might help them out. Oh, I flipped the rock. Hey, this whole rock right here wet on the bottom. What in the world? It's a whole bunch of beetles and bugs under here. Now guess what? You done find you some grub. Now you be like, every time I know it's some mud at just in case if I get hurt. I know it's some water at, and I found some grubs. Hey, that's 3 strikes in a row. That's lit. Ooh, if the bugs I can't eat, I should put them out somewhere and see if the birds gonna fly me over to anything else they pick up. I might have to follow the birds for a little while too, just like I did the bear. So certain situations you actually have to be put in. This one actually got caused by me just looking to get help because I was burning. Now this one is like, I said I wanted this. Now I must look around for it. I must follow certain things and patterns so I can actually get to this. Once I follow certain patterns, just I did when I got hurt. This is divine interaction. Awesome. I'm actually on the right path. I'm on the right track. Oh man, this is amazing. I actually get to live off the woods. I was just going on a hike to see the mountains and see if I can just stay on the mountains for a little bit until I catch a piece of my mind. But it say you don't always need to see the dark. You must just keep walking forward so you can actually see what you looking for. Like things may get put into mishaps and into misshapes just so you can see the actual prosperity from it. You know? Like same thing with let me see. I want to look at a shape and see what type of structure we can do. It is like a puzzle piece, correct? You know I like to get deep. Hmm. Like you playing Tetris. Just say that. I want to say something colorful and blocky. You playing Tetris. You be like, let me put. I know this piece kind of weird. Where can I put it so it can actually get another connection piece and I can connect another piece I already know about? All right, I'm gonna put it right here so I can know the connecting piece. Do birds like mud? I don't think they want to get dirty on purpose. So I should stay by the water and wait until a bug come up. Cause they gotta drink water. I mean a bird come up. I'm gonna spell out, yeah, do an acronym for bug. I'm gonna wait until a bird unites growing starving or growing sense that it needs to have some flow. You must flow with your thoughts. That's your sensibility. I'm gonna wait till a bird come and drink some water, and I'm gonna make sure this bug starts to crawl out when I see it coming over. And it might not even touch the water, it might just touch the bug. It might go straight to the fruit and be like, all right, I got some grub. It might create a whole gourmet right in front of it. All right, I got this bug. All right, let me pick off some berries real quick. Let me eat some berries. But like I said, you done scraped your knee already. So be careful. You gotta understand. You eat these berries, it might be someplace you gotta go next, just so you can actually get fulfillment of what life can grow to. You as soon as you walk across the street and you feel safe, somebody might be on a bike going real fast. You can't back into the street. You can't go eat mud to help your stomach if you eat the wrong berries. You gotta keep moving forward. You know? So make sure you take small portions. Like before you just even get to walking, make sure you take the time to stand still. Cause y'all both got an option, Y'all both got an option. You must take your time, stand still, make eye contact with the person on the bike, and make sure like, hey, slow down real quick, so you can look forward real quick, and then be like, all right, let me step right here, and it should go right there. And if he say thank you, excuse me, then you feel me. But if he don't say thank you, excuse me, don't attack your own thoughts. If you feel some type of way like, my heart, I thought I'd moved out the way for him, don't let it get to your mind. It can hit your heart. Just send it up to the heavens. Your heart, the only thing that actually pulsates to send information out to the universe. Your mind don't pulsate. Your mind stay in one place and tell this and that to move. Your heart is the function to help say, hey, can you move to this information? Can you move to that information? If your heart not beating, you can't think at all. So just take, like I said, you understand. You must use your discernment. You must use good judgment. You can taste anything in the world and be like, oh, nah, this too better to go down my throat. You can taste anything. It's too sour. It's too hot. Oh, this too sweet. My teeth not even good enough for it. This too sweet. Let me get it out. You feel me? Is no such thing as a sweet berry that will kill you. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. The blacker the berry, the more sweet this berry tastes, the more understandable the taste of the berry, the more actual fulfillment, the more depth you'll actually be able to collect these berries, understand how they grow, understand how to regrow them, understand when to harvest them. You'll actually be deeper in the thick of it, of what life can give you once you actually take small steps and then see what actual prosperity is coming from it. Sometimes you gotta take sacrifice just so you can get deep into the tissue of understandings. Once you get into the tissue and you see the true issue, or you see the true, the true mission. And I don't really like saying mission because it's saying miss ions. You can't miss no connective. Can't miss no connecting charges. But I'ma just say it like this. I'ma say miss ions. I'ma say rebirthing or birthing new ions of positivity. Ions only move to positivity. We can say eons are ions. Eons is moving forward for long times. So we can say Miss Eons, Miss Eons. Same thing with mission. You feel what I'm saying? Either way, just know, just grow into a higher understanding, grow into a higher state of positivity. Make sure every time you take a step, see which way you can actually grow to get into the thick of it, of the sauce, of the actual juice of life and understanding. Once you put yourself in that living water, that nice flow, you'll be straight. You don't have nothing to worry about. Worrying will be something that you be like, hey, you bet not worry. You actually tell yourself, you bet not be worrying. You already know how this juice get right here. We done took a bite out of it. You already know how the juice get. Communicate with yourself. You always tell yourself, don't go bite that same apple twice. You already told your teeth, I hate this apple. I can't bite it. It's hurting. Don't bite that apple twice thinking your teeth going to be stronger than the last 5 seconds it was. Communicate with yourself. And if you need to go brush your teeth, and just so you can feel a little bit better, just remember, don't go bite that apple again, That apple ain't going to do nothing for you. It may, look, see an apple. It's green on the outside, red on the outside. It look good. It look shiny on the tree. But like, oh wow, look at these colors on the tree. Oh, we can bite the colors that's on the tree. Oh, and it's actually edible. Soon as you bite it, you see the inside, and you're like, wait, this don't look as pretty as it was on the outside. Can I just eat the skin? And it's like, the skin don't even taste good, do it? And it's like, no, it don't. It's hard to swallow too. You just peel the skin. It's kind of weird, ain't it? It actually is. So you gonna keep going to the inside because you're like, oh, it tastes better than the outside. Why you want the inside if the outside don't taste good? You must understand what your reputation is, what you really repute into life. If you keep eating this color, guess what? That color gonna be right on with you. Like I said in my last video when I was interpreting the last chapter. Basically, you are what you eat. That's it. If you keep talking to the folly, if you keep talking to a fool like a fool, you'll become a fool. You must not do that. It's just the way the word actually go. Like if everybody's saying you gotta say A on this, like when we get to this music note, say A. But every time you get to this music note, you say B. It be like, man, you can't keep doing that. Like we need this song saying A, then people that's all the way in the back that's saying B. Guess what? You're gonna be blending in with the people that's saying B. And it be like, bro, you out of tone. Now everybody be like, man, we can't even move you in to the B spot because your voice don't match the B spot. You don't match the B spot. You match with the A's. Either we finna have to take you out the whole group, or you finna have to match the A's. You gonna match the A's or the B's. That you may remember and be ashamed and never again open your mouth because of your disgrace. Hey, see how that hit? When I was pardoning, when I pardon you for all you have done. Okay, when I pardon you for all you have done, have your order be called only to the Lord God, For I will reestablish my covenant with you, that you may know that I am Lord. You feel me? When I'm gonna show you something so great that nobody else can't promise you. And as soon as you say, okay, I agree with this covenant, I'm gonna start lifting your energy, something nothing else can't do. I'm gonna let you know it's me. You feel me? And you will never be ashamed again unless you actually open your mouth to be ashamed. They saying, oh, I know not to step on this grass spot right here. Because every time I do, my foot get caught in this rope and I get hung upside down until only the owner come and cut me down. Only the owner. And you like, I'ma just step in it again just to see. And now you get snatched up. As soon as you do things quick, You only supposed to do things quick when you know it's supposed to hurt. Like physical pain. That's it. Your physical, your mind, and your spirit is three different things. Your physical, your spirit help your physical. Your mind is a separate thing. You must control your mind. Once you control your mind, that would be controlling which direction you're actually pushing yourself to go. You tell your mind, all right, later on, we're going to move that mirror to the left. And then guess what? Your spirit really going to be like, oh, we picked up some more words. All right, let's breathe that into our physical. And then when our heart, which is in our physical, feel the magnetic pull to have safety to push it to the left, we're going to be able to push it to the left. But since you didn't let your mind actually tell your spirit, hey, we need this to gain connectivity. We need to gain, you feel me, some heat on this so we can move the gravity to do this. You know? Your mind, your third eye, is your heat center. It will actually help you move to certain prosperities, you know? If you cold hearted, it's not even saying cold hearted for real. It's saying if your cold is sending something to your heart, and it's really like a TED talk, like you just like, oh, let's just talk about things and see like how we feel off of it. If you don't got no plan and to make things heat up, like you gotta crank up the oven, you gotta crank up a stove top and let it cook, let it build in place so you can actually gain connectivity to have something boiled, to have something cooked. But if you really like, I'm gonna just put this pot right here with some beans, and I'm gonna just wait until somebody walk in the door and say and turn it on. You just moving with your physical and what you think you know, or what you think you could think. Nah, you gotta tell your mind, I'm gonna make sure that these beans get turned on at this time. And then you gotta sit there and be calm and breathe. You know, either you think on it, set a timer in the physical, or you just let yourself sit back and relax. And then the more you be light, the more you talk to the higher spaces that actually got more open mind than you, you'll be pulled right into that connection to allow you to move your physical, which was directed by your spirit. Because in your mind, before you spoke out loud, your mind said, form these words so your spirit can breathe in into your physical. Your brain is your physical. Your mind is something totally different from your physical. Your mind is something like, okay, I understand I got this much brain power to do this. Your mind is your real deal power. It's not saying M-I-N-D. It's saying mind power. Your mind, with a D, is saying this is mine, and I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be done. Because I understand power way beyond the physical reaction. So when I say this is mine, this is what I own up to, this is what I do, I'm gonna make sure that it's done in the place I need to be done in. I'm gonna make sure my mind and my spirit would be connected to cause determination. I'm gonna make sure it's done. And when my spirit calls me to do it, I'm gonna do it right there, because I know my spirit is always on time, because my mind is really that heat center to bring my spirit into formation with my physical. You know what I'm saying? Just like the sun is really bringing things into orbit so it can keep spinning. You know, your mind is the sun. This is mine. It is done. The sun is already spoken to place. Everything that's supposed to happen under the sun, it will happen. The sun is a mind. It is mine. It is done. Everything that's under it, and I said it will be under it, is done. It is prophecy. You prop up what can be seen. That's the sun. You prop up what can be seen. That's a prophecy. Prop he see. When they say he see, heat seek, or he heard expander or heart expander, anybody who really expanding with the heart, they will be able to see. These words not only supposed to be put into one place. If you go to a plant, you feel me? We all like what's needed around us. You go to a plant, you be like, oh, this whole plant right here, you got to eat the whole thing. So you're going to eat the roots, you're going to eat the soil, you're going to eat the stem, you're going to eat the flower, you're going to eat the leaves. Nah, it's really broken to pieces so we can actually break down the things and let other things develop the way it need to be. Your mind needs to develop. Your spirit Your spirit needs to develop your body. You feel me? Once you in your body, supposed to develop others. We all plants. We all supposed to help the ground. We supposed to make the ground look beautiful. And when I say ground, everybody who supposed to be grounded in one understanding, one heartbeat, one direction, one God. When they say God, is Guide. You supposed to be guided only to the positive. And positive is not just saying, oh, always be nice. It's really saying, make sure you always have a connection where we can move higher. You feel me? Even the grass turn dead sometimes. That ain't positive. We always want the grass to stay alive so we won't have no ugly ground. But guess what? It gotta die sometimes. We gotta die from that old understanding and come into new. This what, again, the salt. We got old salt. 20 years salt, we don't want it. We want new salt. You feel me? Well, that was Ezekiel 16.